Hello guys, I'm Devon. If you're new here, I feel like I just need to catch you guys up on my life. I've been hinting at a little something and that something has happened. I have notes, we're gonna go through this fast. I don't wanna keep you guys waiting. About a year ago, in October of 2020, I started interviewing with this company, thought it was going really well, got to the very last round of interviews, had a 6-hour interview, and then they ghosted me. Obviously, when you get to that point of the interview process, you really start to envision your life in this certain place. That's exactly what I was doing on Zillow, apartments.com. I was looking at apartments in this place, watching vlogs of people visiting this place, and I was really envisioning my life there. But after I had that experience, I decided that I was gonna put full-time work into YouTube, social media, my online audience, and I decided I was gonna go full-time. That I was going to put full-time effort and work into it. Not necessarily that I was making a full-time income, because I wasn't at the very start. The potential that I saw in this just grew tremendously, and now it is my full-time job. Basically, I just wanted to prove to myself that I could support myself financially, fully, like 100%. So over the summer, I started to think about where I wanted to move, because if you guys remember from one of my first videos of 2020, or 2021, main goal of 2021 was to move to a new city. And when I said move to a new city, I knew that I wanted it to be the city that I currently live in. And at that point, I literally was still waiting for this job to get back to me and tell me that I had gotten the job, because I'm gonna tell you guys, they're so messed up. They literally told me that I was the last one in the interview process. I was the only one who had made it this far. Basically buttered me up thinking that I was gonna get this job, and they ghosted me. But regardless, over the summer, I took a few trips because I was like, okay, let me like open my mind and see if I can see myself living other places. And there was one trip I went on, St. Pete, and I fell in love with it. It really confused me. If I really wanna move to this place, why am I having thoughts that I could live in this place? Still, to that day, I had never visited the place that I had wanted to move. And so I was like, okay, it's time to take a trip. It's time to go there. So in August, I decided to go on a trip there to find an apartment. That was literally the reason why I was going. So let's flash back to that footage. Hello guys, I'm about to go see the first apartment. Some of my like non-negotiables. One, I really need parking. Not included in all of them. Another thing that I just can't live without is like good natural light, filming videos, and just for my own mental well-being. Location is the last kind of non-negotiable on my list, but that one's a little bit less non-negotiable. Renting in the beach towns of San Diego right now is insane. I've been looking for literally months, and it's like if you don't message them within seconds of them posting it, someone has beat you to it. So we're seeing the first out of 3 today. There could potentially be more because I am on the apps kind of just messaging everyone that comes up and saying, you know, can I see this place? So we're at number 1. Let's go in. Okay guys, so I've seen 2 apartments this morning. The first one I was in love with. I put in my application. I actually called them just to, you know, see what's up with it, and they said that they would know by Friday or sooner, so I'm hoping it's sooner. We're holding out hope that that one comes through, but the biggest part about apartment hunting, especially in super competitive markets, is that you literally just have to move on and not get too attached to places. So even though I put in the application and I really would love if I got that apartment, I went to the second showing, and that one was absolutely repulsive. It smelled so bad. I think it literally burned my nose hairs. Just the countertops, the fridge, it was really grimy and kind of disgusting, and the smell was something I really couldn't get over. I honestly left that showing feeling like I needed to take a shower because it was just so nasty. I will not be putting in an application for that one, but we have another one tonight. Obviously, in such a competitive competitive market, these places are not going to be available whenever you see this video. If you guys are looking to move, I highly suggest going, being there and seeing the neighborhood, because that's something I never really considered and something that you can't see when you're doing a virtual tour of a place. Number one piece of advice is just go there. Tonight, we're going to see another one. Hopefully I can get some more on the schedule for tomorrow. We're making money moves, ladies.
Please, just another.
There was a lot of pressure riding on this trip. The only reason I went there was to find an apartment. Came back empty-handed and was honestly very depressed. I made my last life update right after I came back from that trip because I was just so lost and I felt like nothing was going right for me. I'll link that video up here if you guys want to watch that one and see my real and honest opinions on how I was feeling at the moment. I'm not going to say I was being dramatic, but everything just gets better. I actually became more open to the idea of living with a roommate. When I went there initially, I was looking for 1-bedroom apartments, and the neighborhood that I want was from like 1,600 to 2,100. I just couldn't keep up the life that I'm living right now paying that much in rent. So I became more and more open to the idea of having a roommate. I started getting on Facebook and Instagram, joining the little groups that people are looking for roommates, and I found a few on Instagram who, like, people who I messaged and just nothing ever came of it. And then there was one person who posted a lovely little ad and I responded to it, and the rest is history. I think I saw that in late November, and then I moved in on December 3rd. And it's like when they say, when you wait for something, you're waiting for a long time, but when it happens, it all happens at once. And that's exactly what happened. It was such an answered prayer, and I love my roommate, and I can't wait for you guys to meet her and like just see my life in San Diego. Right now I'm home for winter break for a few days. I literally was supposed to be going to Hawaii in January, but because of COVID and like me being overwhelmed with moving, and also me just like not wanting to be away from San Diego for that long, I decided to not go on that trip. So you guys are just gonna see a whole bunch of San Diego content. I've been meeting so many people in San Diego, and I'm just like, this is the first time I've like made friends in such a long time, but it feels so good and so right, and it literally has made me feel FOMO for not being there. But I hope you guys enjoy this video. If I haven't said it, I moved to San Diego. But before we get into the San Diego content, I want to show you guys me like packing up my room. We did it, and now I live in San Diego. If you guys are new to my channel, please make sure to like, subscribe, comment your dream city to live in. My dream city is obviously San Diego, and what makes it my dream city and my dream living location is that I live 2 blocks from the beach. Like, what? Let's just get into the packing content. Did you miss me? Hi guys, I'm Devon if you're new here. I look crazy, but I needed to curl my hair. Today is Thanksgiving, but this vlog is not at all about Thanksgiving. Although I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. I am packing my room because I'm getting my car shipped either tomorrow or the day after that. And there is a lot of stuff that we have to do. I want to package up a Poshmark order. I got one last night. Also, if you guys are interested, my Poshmark is back open. After this time of it being open, and then I go back to San Diego, it's gonna be closed. Like, all the clothes that are on there, I'm just gonna donate. So that's what's going on. I'm not getting a shipping company for any of my stuff because I don't really have that much stuff. I'm leaving all of the big furniture, leaving my bed. But let's start on this Poshmark order. Shipping label printed out downstairs, and honestly, while I'm looking at this messiness, I'm just gonna clean it up. I'm gonna try and consolidate the times that I'm leaving the house. I need to fill my car up with gas. I want to donate a few things. Obviously, I'm moving into a room, not an apartment, and there are a few things that I've purchased because I was intending to move into a home. So I'm not donating any of those things because I like them and I still want them. But there's some things like Christmas decorations or stuff like that that I just can't see myself wanting to have ever. Or like a few books that I'm like, okay, I need to get rid of these. So we're gonna go through these in here. I also think I'm going to probably wash my clothes today so that everything is clean. A lot to be done. All right, we're on bin number 1. just crying because a while ago, I was under the full impression that I was gonna be moving to Australia. As time went by, it kind of just unfolded that that was just not gonna happen, at least not at that moment. And then a little bit after that, I went to the thrift store and I saw this book. And it was, I would use it as a coffee table book, but I saw it and I bought it and I was just like, I just want this to be in my apartment wherever I am because it'll remind me of like Australia, and it has beautiful pictures of the country and like, I liked it. And I forgot that it was in that box. I pulled it out and I was flipping through, and obviously someone else owned this before me. And I flipped to this page and this little card was in there, and it said, "It is this belief in a power larger than myself and other than myself which allows me to venture into the unknown and even the unknowable. Maya Angelou." And this is like not a sad occasion at all. Like, I'm so happy and I'm so grateful that I have no attachments to anything. I'm not married to any idea or anything, any job, anything like that. But it's like hard to not be scared when you are literally moving across the country. And I don't know, this just honestly made me cry. I was like, so if you're stepping into something new in life, here you go. This is for you. 1 bin down, 3 to go. Yeah, 3 to go.
Just another. Please, just another.
This is the progress so far. I'm actually gonna probably consolidate this one with this one. Just put all of this stuff on top of there. I kind of separated all of my electronics because I just want those all to be in one place. And then this stuff is what I'm getting rid of, and then this stuff down here is just trash. We're making some progress. I have my bin of shoes, but I'm gonna hold off on that for a while because I think I'm gonna transport them to that, and I have to decide like what shoes I'm gonna be wearing for the next few days and what shoes I'm gonna want as soon as I like get there, because my car isn't supposed to be delivered until after the 4th and I get there on the 3rd, so it'll be like a few days of me not having this whole option of shoes. But I think so far right now the only shoes that I want to bring with me on the plane so that I have them the second I get there are my Hoka's, my Birkenstocks, and my Uggs. So everything else is gonna get packed, but I'm gonna transport it to one of these. I actually got these from Amazon and I'll link them down below, but they're in here. My idea is that I'm gonna have these bins in my back seat, and then I'm gonna have like my clothing bags in the back because I can squish them down. I'm also hoping that I can bring my golf clubs. We're just gonna have to see. I can also bring my golf clubs on the plane with me because you can check them for free with Southwest.
Just another.
To get together my clothes, but I need to start deconstructing this and this nightstand because those are for sure coming with me. But I'll be honest, I'm a little overwhelmed. This is all just happening very fast. I'm going through this to see if there's anything in here that I no longer want. It's basically a bunch of stuff that I've thrifted, but it's all like glassware. So some of it was intended to be like in an apartment for myself. Most of it I probably will still want, but I'm gonna get rid of a few things because I know there's things in there that I'm not like super in love with still.
Please, just another.
Oh, you guys, a bit of an explanation. It's a good bit later, but basically I just broke down everything that was right here and it is now laid on my bed. I'm actually gonna go downstairs and put this all in the trunk of my car because it's super flat and stuff can go on top of it. And then I am on my last load of laundry. Well, I have one more. It's definitely getting a lot messier and I'm hoping that it's like it gets messy before it gets clean. These are what I decided to get rid of. I just don't think they're my style necessarily anymore, but most of the stuff I ended up keeping. sleeping like I suspected. There's not too much in my closet. I'm really wanting to bring all of my hangers on the plane with me. Like I'm gonna check one of these blue bags with all of my hangers in it. And I'm traveling with my sister, so we're both flying the same flight, Southwest, and with Southwest you can get 2 free checked bags. So I think we're both gonna bring on carry-ons with like all of our stuff, and then I'm gonna bring 2 checked bags, one of hangers, one of my clothes, and then she's gonna bring 2 checked bags, all of my clothes. The room is still looking terrifying, but I think what I need to do now is pack up like a little carry-on with stuff that will last me for like 2 to 3 days before my car gets there. These are all my shoes and all my bags, and then this is like miscellaneous stuff. The hardest part about moving and vlogging it is that my hands are literally full 24/7. Surprisingly, I did end up fitting all of that into my trunk. It was a bit of a little Tetris match with myself. I don't even know where to begin, honestly, because everything that's in my desk is sitting right here, and then my drawers are still pretty full. I am continuously changing my mind, but it really helps me to talk through it, so I hope you guys don't mind me going back and forth. But I just kind of had a thought about how I'm actually coming back, and when you guys are seeing this, I think I will be back in Virginia for the holidays, like for Christmas and New Year's. I'm gonna actually leave all of my winter stuff here. I think I also am going to end up packing my super summery stuff and putting those in my car because I know I won't need those. I have in my mind that it's gonna take weeks and weeks for my car to get there, so I'll be without my stuff for a long time, but it's not. Like, it's gonna be 5 to 7 business days after they pick it up. So I need to just stop freaking out. Like, I think I am really freaking myself out right now. Like, obviously all this stuff is super fun, but when it comes down to it and like actually doing it, it's a little bit stressful. And I'm a person that people offer to help me. My mom was like, do you need help? And some things I'm just like, I really don't need help. The only way to relieve my stress is for me to just do it and like to know where everything is. And I feel like I'm psyching myself out because I'm like, this is actually really happening. I've been thinking about it for such a long time. I really thought I was gonna be moving there. Now I am. And thank you guys, because I literally couldn't do this without you. Like, I don't know what I would be doing. Every time I pick up this camera, my room just looks worse and worse and worse and worse. I have packed up these 2 bags, and I was so confused because originally I bought a pack of 6 of these, but if you can count, there's only 5. And then I remembered I put one of them in the trunk of my car, but I did have this extra one. And now on the stuff that I am checking when my sister and I fly, I only have, well, I have that down there, which is everything that's in my drawers, like undergarments, underwear, and then here are all of my hangers. Both of those I'm sure are well under 50 pounds. So I want to try and alleviate some of these because this whole pile of stuff is going in my car. And then this stuff I'm actually leaving at home. Action item right now is to try and get rid of some of the stuff in here, and I'm actually going to be intentional about it, like stuff that I would actually be wearing, and put it in these 2. Advancements have definitely been made. Here's all of the bags that we will be checking on the plane. I'm just praying to God that they are not over 50 pounds each. Here's my carry-on bag, literally just filled with camera stuff because I don't trust anyone with that. I'll also be bringing this as my little personal item, and then I actually even set out my outfit for that day. I am leaving this, I think I spoke about this, but yeah, I'm leaving this, and when I come back, I'm just not gonna bring anything back with me other than like some basics like underwear and stuff like that. But I will be bringing this back to San Diego when I come back for Christmas. Finally, I'm going to try and get this stuff in my car. I also need to fit those shoes in these bags, but I'm not worried about that. The other thing that I need to get in my car is this lamp that's sitting right there because I just love it. And if you've ever shipped a car, you know that they have like a 100-pound limit of what you can have in your car. So I literally stuffed my trunk because I don't think they're allowed to open your trunk. But this stuff is going to be in the back seat. So I'm going to put these 2 on the seat so that they cover like the bottom where your feet go. And then all of this stuff is going to be underneath. I'm not entirely sure if I'll be able to bring my plants. That is probably gonna be the last thing that I get in there, if they can fit in there, because it's not looking like very promising. This is officially my last trip of the evening. I think it's about 10 o'clock, but I have this little lamp and this solo stool. I think I will be able to fit my plants in there, but I'm going to put those in the morning, along with a few things that I have downstairs, like my cold brew maker and my weights. Here's what we are looking like. This whole little tiny seat is gonna be for my plants in the morning, which I don't even know how that's gonna work out, but we're gonna make it work. I'm so glad to be done with this. Okay, I'm rearranging some stuff now that I have daylight. So my trunk is basically packed. If there's anything else little, there's like crevices in there that I just didn't stuff things in yesterday. And then this is what it looks like inside. I'm gonna try and put this right there and this other one right here so that I can fit my golf clubs here and my beach chair. I'm not entirely sure how that's gonna work out, but we're gonna see. I think I freed up a ton of space in here though, and I'm trying to get it all in the back seat so that when my car comes, if any need for me and Morgan to like go run some errands before we take everything out, I'll have like the open seat. This doesn't even look like that much though, and I guess it's not, but I'm just like, this was a lot of work, and I'm so glad that I'm almost done. I still don't know when they're coming because they haven't contacted me. They just said they were coming either today or tomorrow. So what I'm gonna do now is, after I put all of this in, I'm not gonna add any more weight to my car. I'm just gonna go run to the car wash. It's happening, ladies. Oh my god. Oh my word. I hope you all enjoyed the video. I think I'm gonna post once a week in January, a moving vlog every week, and I'm so happy for you guys to see all of this. I have literally been living my dream life. I just feel like, you know, sometimes you just need a little outlook refresh, and I think that's exactly what this did for me. So again, like, comment, subscribe. If you're watching to this point, comment this emoji. I might have one more video coming in 2021, but if I don't, I hope you guys are having a lovely holiday season and Merry Christmas, all the things. Happy New Year. I will see you guys soon. Bye.